Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Rev.
Welcome to What Yacht To Do. Today we are going to take you from where we stayed for an entire month, Cape Harbour Marina in Cape Coral, and we're going to go to Naples, so we think. Anyway, the mission is to get up at dawn and pump out, fuel up, and head to Naples. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so here we are leaving early from Cape Harbour. This is such a great marina. If you have a chance to stay there, you should. They have live music on Tuesdays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon. And 3 restaurants there, a lot of shops. It is a great, I could have stayed longer. We tried to stay longer, but
we
they
had a
kicked
great
us
time.
out.
We had friends from Dallas visit us, and also we had Rev's mom visit us. So this is us leaving at 6:40 in the morning. Sunrise is going to be at 7:10, and so we're maneuvering to get out of the marina very slowly so we don't wake anybody up. And we have to get through a lock.
It's the tiniest lock you have ever seen. You'll see that here in a minute.
Yeah, it's an itty bitty lock, but a 63-foot boat can fit through it.
Wow.
So we didn't have any problems getting through it lengthwise, but it is a very narrow lock. And you can see the red light there just changed to green. We're going to maneuver into the lock. The reason for the lock is some environmental concern, and I tried to read through it and got lost in the battles that are going between the state of Florida and the local folks there. So it looked like they were going to eliminate the lock at one time, and then they decided to stay. In any case, there's no way to communicate with the lock other than a cell phone and the green and red lights. So we're out of there this morning.
When we first, I heard about locks and all that, I started doing these YouTube searches on what I, as a first mate, my responsibility would be in this lock. And you see as we're going in this tiny lock that there are fenders hanging on the side. There are lines hanging from the pipes that they have that you're supposed to grab to keep you in place. Real locks do not have fenders on the side. You have to use your own fenders. But they do have lines or cables that you grab onto to keep your boat in place. Now, I plan to do a video about locks and how to do them. I just wanted to show you this example on a very small scale of the process from start to finish. So you see that pole had a line. This is a manatee area, so I'm telling Sam to get me close to that that rope coming off so I can grab onto it.
So I just use the thrusters, move her over there, and we're onto it. You can see it is a very, shallow lock. It's only about 10 to 12 inches, and the doors will close on the back, and then the door will open on the front, and we will be out of there.
Right. So the guy's up there. It was a slow morning. He had a chance to watch some TV because there certainly wasn't anybody around when we were leaving this morning.
And this lock is right next to a marina where they take in and put out boats with a big lift, and people rent boats there, and Rum Runners is there. And there is also a pump out. You can see the door opening here. Mm-hmm. And once that door is opening, we will head on out.
Yeah, at the beginning of this, you saw that I was armed with a boat pole because whenever we were getting ready to go into it, that is concrete on the sides. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no buffer or no rub rail, or what am I trying to say? There's no protection on the side. That's why I had a boat pole handy in case we got a little too close to one side. Because that lock, how wide is it?
I think it's pretty. 18 feet or 19 feet wide. You can see they have some protection there, but it's not much, and I guess that's why they put the fenders out on this particular lock. And you're looking at the pink building there is Rum Runners.
Yeah, look how calm the water is this morning. I love it. I love it those days. Really nice. So right next to Rum Runners, there is a pump out area. And when we first came January 1, we did pump out over there. However, we found a stronger pump out, which we're headed to now.
Which is really on the way. And so we'll go out here, we'll make a right turn down the channel, another left turn, and then a right turn. And then we will be out to head into Tarpon Point Marina, where we will pump out.
Yeah, all in this area, we had our eye out for some manatees, because when you see those signs, slow manatees, I expected to see some, but we did not see any. I think why? The water's a little too chilly for them. And
yeah, I don't know. You know, they're kind of like a unicorn. We haven't really seen one yet. We've seen them before, but we haven't seen them on this journey. So we're going to be keeping our eye out for a manatee. You can see it's about 7:10, and the sun is starting to come up. We're going to turn around this point, go to the east.
Yeah, in this area also, it's where the channel is very narrow, and the markers, you see how close they are to the side. But we did make it over to the pump out.
Yeah, here's the pump out, nice strong pump out, and I had to do some of the work myself here, the dock hand. So
I should have given you a tip for that action. You did put some commando in there, so we had a chance to clean it out. But look at that sky. What a beautiful morning to head to Naples.
Yeah, very beautiful morning. There it is, Tarpon Point Marina in our rear view mirror.
Yeah, got to be moving on. But it is a really pretty area. So the sun leading the way. The channel, again, you know, kind of narrow in this area.
And we'll see here as it switches. Okay, so I talked to you in the last video about the importance of keeping the red and green on the correct side of the boat, and that's what we're doing now. We have now departed the intracoastal waterway and are heading south. So those little green, on the green boards you'll see a gold square that denotes the intracoastal waterway, and on the red triangles you'll see a little gold triangle that denotes the intracoastal waterway. And as we're going past our markers now, we don't see that anymore, so that tells us we're off the intracoastal waterway. If we stayed on the intracoastal waterway, we would have to go eastbound through Lake Okeechobee, but we're not. We are traveling south to head to the Keys, so a little bit different navigation, and we're cross-checking that. Right now the boat is coupled to the route that is programmed in there from Navionics. It's doing a great job, and we will be going under a bridge soon, and then into a channel to Moss Marina, fuel up, and then out of that channel and then down to Naples before the weather gets too bad today. So yeah, we were trying to get ahead of the weather, and so our next stop is Moss Marina. And we are heading south now, and this is the Sanibel Island Bridge. We'll go through that, continue on further south into Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah, so we got up early to pump out, and then Sam heard about this place with cheap fuel, so we decided to go a little bit out of our way to get a good price. And it's you know, I still love going under bridges. It's so different than driving your car over them. And I don't know, that's why you keep seeing bridges in our videos.
We'll see as we come up here now to the channel. This is a little deceiving. All right, and into the channel, and that didn't work out too well.
No,
so
bad.
Something happened. We went from 6 feet to 2 feet to 1 foot to boom. So let me talk about this. We're going from 0.0070 up to 0.109, and our next intended point is 108. And you can see the breadcrumbs there. The dashed dotted line was the straight line we were going on, and what we hit, we were pretty much right between the red and the green. and stopped the boat, and it started to go to the port side. I kind of let it drift. Everything was in neutral. We reassessed the situation. The engines didn't stop. So once we drifted, we saw we were again in 6 feet of water. So we hit an obstacle there, and we're going to have to eventually get hauled out. We really didn't think we'd have to get hauled out because as I pushed up the engines at a low RPM on the way to Moss Marina, it seemed okay.
Yeah, but then leaving Moss Marine, we had a strong vibration, and so we had to find an alternate place to stay. And of course, the weather was great. You can see that.
Yeah, so as I pushed it up past 1,000 RPM, we had a vibration, so there's no way to continue. So we went back to Moss Marine, tied up, and got an alternate plan. We found Snook Bight Marina, and this is the Mantassus Bridge. It goes from Fort Myers over to Fort Myers Beach. We're now maneuvering southbound on there and picking our way through a mooring field and on down to Snook Bight Marina, where we will tie up and get ready to celebrate Rev's birthday.
Yeah, but we did have to, I mean, it took us a while. We called our friends Balahula because they have a place in the area and they gave us some good advice. Who else did you talk to? Did you
we
reach
talked to a number of
harbor
people.
host?
Yeah, we had a couple folks that we talked to and found out, of course, it's Saturday and Sunday and it's Super Bowl weekend. And so nobody's going to be working to pull us out.
All right. Look how cool those shrimp boats look lined up. But are they out there in this weather? No, they are not.
Yeah, so we got into Snook Bight Marina. That's it up there. And we stayed 2 nights.
It wasn't far. What, about 30 minutes?
Yeah, about going slow, about a 30-minute. And then we took the trolley.
Yeah, did have a chance to investigate Fort Myers Beach, and they have this free trolley that runs by. They also have a trolley that you can take. It's only 35 cents for seniors, so that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Had a chance to see the white sand.
And this is the scene of the crime out here off the point. We went back to see the markers where we were. And
yeah, Sam did call the Coast Guard to tell them about our issue. So hopefully nobody else will run into any crazy things out there. This place is called Times Square, and just a lot of restaurants. And then, of course, the beach, Fort Myers Beach area. It's really pretty and it's really crowded because this is peak season.
yeah.
And did get to celebrate my birthday at a restaurant over there, so that was a fun time.
Yeah, a little fishing pier out there, and everybody comes out here to watch the sunset at night. It's beautiful. So this is us departing.
Monday morning.
Yeah, Moss Marina. We talked to Lee.
No, that's Snook.
I'm sorry, yeah,
Bight.
Snook Bight Marina. And heading northbound now to go through the mooring fields and all that, and past the shrimp boats again and into
back the same way that we came. So this marina was just a little out of the way from where we were intending to go.
But a very nice marina,
Very
Snook
nice.
Bight Marina.
Now, I like to show you pictures of homes in the area, and this, oh my goodness, look at those big boats in front, giant houses there, and it's just really a pretty area.
Yeah, some pretty pricey real estate there for I'm very sure, and nice area. Did get to take the trolley and the tram again, and maneuvered past the mooring field.
Yeah.
We're going very slow because had it back at about 800 RPM.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it was you were really taking us on a slow ride back to
you can see the
this area.
That's the Mantassus Bridge, and here we are. We tied up.
It's called Gulf Marine, and
There's Richard.
Yeah, we got off the boat, and they just walk it in to the lift. It's really incredible to see.
And one of the things about lifting your boat out of the water is you will have sling marks that the manufacturer put on there. But what I discovered about our boat is that when you put the slings on at the manufacturer mark, it really does come up on the shafts a little bit. So we have put an alternate mark on there so that the slings are not pressing up against the shaft when the boat is listed. All right, here's the boat coming out of the water, and so the process is going to be have the props taken off, and the starboard prop was the one that had one blade bent, and the other blade was all the other blades were very good on it. The port side, nothing wrong with it, so just had to recondition that one prop.
And look what entertainment we got to see. Where we were docked at Gulf Marine, that pirate ship went by a few times.
Yeah, more than a few times. Ended up staying here about 4 or 5 nights.
During the day and at night, so that's be a fun thing for someone to do that likes pirates.
Oh, look at that. What is that?
We tried to figure out how we could turn that into a looper boat, you know, maybe build onto it, but how cool is that? Yeah. While we were there, we also got to see them pull out of the water this giant shrimp boat. We'd seen many, but they pulled it out of the water. And we got to see some wildlife. Look at those pelicans. Cool, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And so there we are. We're in the water and without the props, and now the props are done and they're pulling us back and going to lift us out of the water and put them back on. And here's the boat out of the water. They are going to bring the props over once they stop this. And the technicians there.
There's no way I would work under a boat like that just hangs up there by straps.
I guess they might get hazard pay for that, but
oh my goodness.
Did a great job.
Really nice job.
Yeah. All right, now there goes the Here's to Us back into the water. And now we have a decision to make because of winds and weather, and we're going to sit here for a while until we can actually make our way and get a replan to get to the Keys. Well, thanks for coming along with us from our trip from Cape Coral, not to Naples, but replanned to Fort Myers Beach, where we celebrated Rev's birthday, Super Bowl Sunday, and Groundhog Day all in one. So please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and we appreciate all the comments that we have had from folks.
Yes, definitely. We did open up a new ship store. I would love to hear what you think about it. If you go to our website, whatyachttodo.com, and click on Ship Store, check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think.
All right. See you next time on What Yacht To Do. Bye.